What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're going to give you a labor update. And also, I want to preview a new segment that I'm going to start doing, and we're going to call it Contract Talk, because I was made aware that one of the biggest impediments that we face as labor is not knowing what our rights are and what is in the contract. And since it's difficult to read, understand, apply, and learn, we're going to try to break it down in a way that makes it simple. And that's coming up, but we're going to preview that. But first, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, drop a comment, and share these videos. Let's grow the channel. And without further ado, let's jump right in. This is from KRON News 4. Bay Area. SFO workers earn raises after strike, union says. Some fast food workers at San Francisco International Airport earned raises of up to $5 an hour after a 3-day strike at the airport, Unite Here Local 2 said in a press release. Unite Here is a union that represents many SFO workers. Now, mind you, 3 days they withheld their labor. 3 days they withheld their labor, and they got their raise with just 3 days of withholding their labor. You got to remember, as workers, all we have is our collective labor to bargain with. And sometimes these organizations need to, I guess, feel that you're not bluffing before they bargain in good faith. I'm not saying it has to come to that if we start negotiations in good faith, but it's so often that they're trying to nickel and dime you the whole way, and it's just not a fair game. So all we have is our labor. Let's continue. The strike started on Monday, forcing some restaurants in the airport to close. Travelers were advised to bring their own food to the airport while it was going on. According to the union, 1,000 fast food workers approved a new contract that has hourly raises and other benefits. The deal was approved by a vote of 99.5%. That's a lot of yays. The hourly raises start at $3 per hour, but will become $5 per hour by September 2024, the union said. Most workers will see a bump from $17.05 per hour to $22.05 per hour. In addition, the workers will have family health insurance, that's big, including medical, dental, and vision. They will also receive increased retirement income, a retention policy to protect jobs when food and beverage outlets change operators, and a $1,500 bonus. Now we get a quote. This victory is more than I ever dreamed of, said April Osfor, a cook at Boudin Bakery Cafe at SFO. I have 6 kids, and this raise will help me to support them. And with the health care that we won, I can cover all of them for free. I'm so proud that we stood up for ourselves, because everything we won will help me give my family a better life. Amen. The union said that many workers hadn't gotten a raise in 3 years, and they were paid less per hour than some menu items cost. 41 people were arrested during a protest on September 16th. I don't know why that's thrown in here. KRON4 has reached out to SFO for comment and is awaiting response. So that's good news. You know, they went on strike. They felt that they deserved better wages and living conditions. Health insurance is big, and they won. You know what I mean? They had their strike. 3 days later, they got their contract. Sometimes you got to withhold your labor. Now, I'm going to be starting a series that we're going to call Contract Talk. And it's going to cover the sections of the inside wireman agreement for Local 26. And again, the reason that I'm doing this is just want to educate the members. And there's also twofold reasons. One, we're going to educate our members as to what their rights are at work, and you know, everything that goes into the contract. But twofold is for those of you who are not in the labor union. You're going to learn why it's so important to have a collective bargaining agreement, why it's so important to have a union and have rights, because without one of these, you're standing on your own two, trying to fight against a Goliath. But when you have one of these and the union to back you, now you're on an even playing field. So what we're going to do today is just go through some generalities. We're just going to talk about the contract itself, parts of it, and what you're going to find where. So this is the Inside Wireman Agreement for Local 26. Runs from June 2021 to May of 2024. And if you flip open the cover, it goes right into the nuts and bolts, straight to the table of contents. Table of contents, you'll find stuff like Article 1, effective date, termination, and amendments. And in there you'll have a bunch of sections that are referring to those issues. Article 2 is employer rights. This is and union rights. So this lets you know what the right of the contractor is and what the union rights are. Article 3 gives you your referral procedure. How in the world does it work when you need to take a call? Article 4, we're talking working conditions and hours. This is your day-to-day. This is what affects you in your work life. Article 5, we're talking wages. This is important. It's the nitty-gritty. It's the nitty-gritty, and you'll find everything from your basic wage rates to when payday is. Article 6, we're talking about the National Employees Benefit Agreement. Article 7 talks about apprenticeship and training. Article 8 jumps you into Electrical Welfare Trust Fund. Article 9 is the pension fund. Article 10 takes you to the Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee, and so on and so forth. But you'll find all of that in the table of contents. And again, once you open it up, it gets right into your Inside Wireman Agreement, the fundamental principles, and all of that good stuff. And when you flip towards the back of the book, you get to the back of the book, we'll go in reverse. So you got the last page is your notes, and then you have the jurisdiction. So this tells you where this contract applies. And you're talking about Maryland and Virginia and DC, and talks about the Shenandoah zone. You have your dues payment schedule. You have all of your ways of communicating digitally with the local. You got information on who's on every fund. You have a quick reference guide for the wage rates and when the raises go into effect. Also apprenticeship wages. Then you're talking about the next page. You got your offices, all the different locations of the offices, and where you can find them. At the very back of the book, you got some appendixes that cover different articles. Like you got the tool list in the back. Talks about substance abuse, the code of excellence. These are important things. Yeah, so we're going to be diving into this as we move forward in a section called Contract Talk. And I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Anyway, you're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric. And remember, the fight is not left and right, it's up and down, and it's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one, get out there and reach one. Peace out. Don't forget to like and subscribe.